So a friend gave me this large flower pot turkey as a gift one year for Thanksgiving. And I thought it was so cute that I've kept it thinking I'd like to make one myself. So instead of making the larger one, I thought I would make a smaller one with a mini flower pot. And this is going to be a Thanksgiving favor for the table, and we'll set it next to the plate when we're done. So it'll look like the other turkey but be in miniature, so we'll put some candy inside. So let's start by making the body of the turkey, and I'm using some craft foam for that, but I think you could also use felt. But I like the craft foam because it has a little bit more stability. It stands up a little bit better. So we're going to start by making the body out of brown craft foam. And it needs to be a little bit taller than this mini flower pot. And it's going to be in a peanut shape that is about that much taller than the flower pot. So measure your flower pot and make it just a little bit taller. So it's going to go to about right here. And I'm going to make the drawing in this black felt tip pen so you can see what I'm doing. And it's going to have, like I said, kind of a peanut shape. So it's got a head and the body like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. And once you make one, you could cut several out so each person has one next to their plate. Going to kind of cut it out on the outside of the black line and leave that black line showing on the edge of the turkey. It's so easy to cut this craft foam. I love working with this. I make a lot of projects out of it. And like I said, it kind of stands up a little better, and you can see it's just a little bit taller than my mini flower pot. So we'll finish the turkey and then we'll glue it onto the flower pot. So I'm going to make a little beak, and I'm going to make a little wattle, the little red thing that comes down under the beak. So it's just going to be small. Actually, it's almost about that size. I could glue one of those on if I wanted to. No, I'm going to make it out of this. Well, you could do either one. You could make it out of one of these candy corn, or you can make your own. I'm making just a small little triangle shape, and I'll see if that's too big. I kind of like that. What do you think? I'll glue that on in a minute. Oh, it's sticking to my fingers. And let's make a little red wattle or hangy down part. What do you call that for sure? And I'm going to make just another little peanut shape, kind of. Let's see what I make it like here. I can just make it. It doesn't have to be an exact size. And then this will glue right on top of that, like that. I think that's going to work really well. The last thing I'm going to make is some little orange feet to go on here. So let's draw those to stick out from the flower pot. So I'm going to use a pencil here to draw the edge of the flower pot so I can see what I'm doing. So there's the edge of the flower pot, and I think I'm going to make my feet have the little claw-like things that a bird has on their end of their feet. And there's the edge of the flower pot. And you know what? I think I may go ahead and make it fit all the way under the flower pot. So I'll make that round circle there. And then it'll sit nice and flat and be on top of this. And also that will keep it from scratching the table, which I think is a good idea. I hadn't thought about it till right now. But there's the end of their little claw feet. You could make yours round if you'd rather have it that way. Okay, again, that fits the bottom of my mini flower pot. And I'll cut out these little feet. And again, I'm going to cut them on the edge of the black line that I've made. Yeah, these cut out so easily. And you could make these feet more simple for a young person so they don't have so much back and forth cutting to do. Alright, so I'm going to be using hot glue. I just add a little bit. Oops, I said I add a little bit, but I added a lot. It was ready to come out. Okay, and I lay that on there gently. And a little bit on here. I'll do better at doing just a little bit. And we'll put that beak right up on the top of that red wattle. I think that's what you call it. If not, you can let me know what it is called. But let's draw eyes. So our turkey just will have some more round eyes. Try to make them the same size. And how about some little eyebrows? And I think that's good. That's all we need. He's cute. He looks a little worried, doesn't he? Well, he should at Thanksgiving time. All right, so now we're going to glue the feet to the bottom, and then we're going to glue this to the front. So we'll start with by putting some hot glue on the bottom of the mini flower pot. Alright, ready to glue our turkey friend to the front of our mini flower pot. This is going to make a really cute Thanksgiving favor for the table, don't you think? So we're going to make a long strip of glue right down the front of the flower pot, right above the 2 feet, and then press that onto the glue. And man, we are almost done. That goes fast, doesn't it? All right, I think that is holding fine there. So now we have our little turkey friend sitting up there. And now the last thing is to glue some artificial leaves onto the back to look like his tail feathers. So I have several of these artificial silk leaves. I'm going to cut them apart so that I can use them for tail feathers. I guess you could use real leaves on the back if you wanted, but they wouldn't last very long. You'd have to make them right at the last minute. So I have 4 leaves. Wonder if I should use all 4 of them for a tail. Actually, that looks really good. That's what I'm going to do. I was only thinking I'd need 3, but I think I'll use all 4 because he's got a full tail feather there, don't you think? Okay, so now we're going to put him face down and glue these to the back of the turkey. Oh, and I need to remember to put the right side down so that when we're looking at the turkey, the nice side of the leaf will be showing. You might need to cut your leaves down if they're too big for the turkey, but I think mine are pretty good size. So be very careful as you lay these down because of course the glue is hot. And I'll hold that till it's firm. I might even add a little extra here to kind of get that part of the leaf to lay down so I can get the other one on top of it. Okay, so there's my first one. And I'm going to put my second next to it. Again, a long strip of glue that the leaf will sit right in there. And again, be very careful so you don't burn yourself on the glue. Yeah, I'm liking how that looks. So now I'm going to put both of these on this side. I'm going to glue a little bit of those parts of the leaf down so these smaller leaves will be able to stick to the pot, the mini pot. Okay, so now a strip of glue on either side to put the smaller leaves. I'm going to kind of pull those up a little higher so that they show up above. And one on this side. Oh, I'm getting excited about this. Oh, it's doing great. Oh, there we have our little turkey. We have wild turkeys around our farm. We've never raised domestic turkeys, but we have wild ones, and they run around on the farm and they put their big tail feathers up, so they're fun to see in the wild. So my friend's turkey had a little bit of raffia under its chin. Raffia is just kind of like some grassy-like substance. You could also use a piece of twine if you wanted, but I do happen to have some raffia. Does he need to dress up and have a little bow under here? I'm going to trim these little pieces off. I don't know, I wish you guys were here and you could give me an opinion. I should have put that on underneath his little wattle maybe. Actually, I think it's kind of cute. I'm going to add it on here. Just add a little bit of hot glue under there to hold the knot of the raffia in place. So that's him dressing up. That and his big tail feathers, of course. Now, just for fun, I'm going to fill it up a little bit too with our candy corn. We'll add a little bit to the turkey. And then each person would have their own little gift next to their place. They can take it home with them and they can eat these for dessert or for an appetizer. If you're like me, you eat your candy first, huh? But won't that look cute on the table? There are a lot more ideas to decorate your table over at welcometonanas.com. Come and join the fun.